Hey, today I'm going to explain how our mesh Wi-Fi system works. We have a 3-story house here, plus the rooftop and the pool patio in the backyard, so we require strong Wi-Fi throughout our entire property. There are a lot of options for mesh systems. In researching, I wanted to make sure I could have separate Wi-Fi passwords. So if we wanted each rental unit to have their own Wi-Fi network, we could. I also wanted to hardwire the Wi-Fi units with Ethernet cables. If you have a property that is 2 or 3 stories high like ours, or if you just have a larger 1-story property, 1,700, 1,800 square feet, then you should have a mesh Wi-Fi system. If you have several rental units like we do, then it's a lot cheaper to set up this Wi-Fi mesh system than it is to have separate internet accounts for each unit and separate routers and pay your internet service provider for 2 or 3 different accounts. For us, we pay 899 pesos a month. That's about $45 US. And that gives us 250 megabytes more or less of internet speed. And with our mesh Wi-Fi system, that covers our entire property. There is a difference between mesh systems and Wi-Fi extenders. Wi-Fi extenders are fine if you just need to extend or reach your Wi-Fi a little bit further into another room in your house. You generally have to manually switch to the Wi-Fi extender's network when you enter the room, but it's a simple solution and you can buy an extender for $30 or so. Mesh systems will automatically connect between them, so if you're upstairs and then go downstairs, you should bounce to the stronger signal. There are a lot of options for mesh systems. I ultimately chose the TP-Link Deco S4 system, as you can use them as standalone Wi-Fi units or can connect them via the router and Ethernet cables. I can also have separate Wi-Fi names and passwords for each rental. As I mentioned before, it's really important for us here. This system was about $140 US. I'll put a link in the notes in case you want to buy the exact same one. The Deco S4 pack includes 3 of these Deco units, and it advertises itself as being able to cover a home up to 5,500 square feet. The units can double as routers, so you can connect a computer directly to the unit if you need to be connected for work or whatever. If you need more than the 3 included in of the Deco units included in this pack, you can buy an additional one for roughly $50. The easiest way to set up this system is to run the lines, the Ethernet lines, through the walls from where your router is to where you want each of the Deco units. We have one Ethernet line that runs under the tile and through the walls into this room here, to that Deco unit. The other 2 lines, the Ethernet we had to run outside the house and up the wall and down the wall into the other units. So, the other thing is you'll need power to each of these units, so you want to have them set up near an outlet. Again, you don't have to hardwire the Deco units, but it will give you the strongest signal. We chose Cat 7 Ethernet cables to run between the mesh units and the router. You'll want to go with at least Cat 6 or higher. The number just generates the generation of Ethernet cables. Right now, I believe the highest is Cat 8. But 50 feet of Cat 7 is about $25. You could run 100 meters of Cat 7 from your house to the far corner of your property, and the Ethernet cable will maintain your Wi-Fi speeds through the Deco unit. Okay, so to get the mesh system going, you download the Deco app, set up an account, and basically that's it. Through the app, you can hook up each of the Deco units. You can see who's connected to each of the units at any given time. You can even block a device's access to your Wi-Fi and to the units. You can also easily change the passwords through the app, and there's a whole range of other settings that I've never needed to use for our little operation here. We set up a deco unit on the first, second, and third floors here, with the router serving as a fourth point of Wi-Fi connectivity. With the amount of concrete here, if I try to connect to the third floor deco unit from the first floor, I can barely access the Wi-Fi. But with one deco unit on each floor, we have good enough coverage to handle the entire property. Each floor will get speeds up to about 280 megabytes, and on the roof and in the backyard we still get, without having a deco unit there, speeds about 15 to 20 megabytes, which is good enough to run streaming video. That mostly covers it. There are no ongoing fees with this system or through the app. You buy the mesh system, that's like $140. We spent maybe $75 on cat cables. If you choose to hardwire the system, and then you just have your monthly internet service provider's fee. So good luck, and thanks for watching. Take care.